Hey, beautiful people. Hello. Welcome to my channel. I'm Nina, and welcome or welcome back. If you're not a subscriber, would you please consider hitting that subscribe button? And there's a notification bell you can hit if you want to be notified when I upload videos, and you can customize that as well. At the end of the videos, would you please leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down? And then in the comments below, tell me why. Why did you leave that thumbs up? Or why did you leave that thumbs down? Or anything. You know, maybe you have questions. Maybe you're curious about something. Whatever it is, I'll do my very best. I do read my comments. I enjoy getting them. It's about a lot of interaction, and I love it. Today, I already used my Clinique foundation, my Too Faced Born This Way setting powder, my Ofra setting spray, and it's almost gone, but when you shake it up, there's a lot of highlight in there. Now, there's a lot more because it's running down and it doesn't exactly disperse it evenly. Also, I used my kimchi palette. I love this palette. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shades. I love it. I used this, this, and this. I know I was supposed to use that, but I did not. And I am going to use this today. I had no clue what I was going to do with it, but I wanted to use it. But I think I'm going to use these shades right here. I think. And then I did use, this is Real Her. Yes, Real Her makeup. I Am Confident lip liner. And it's a, screw it up and down. And I love this. I love the shade and I love how it goes on. And on top of that is my Ulta Beauty Plumping Lip Pout Lip Gloss. Brilliant. And I'm not sure what the shade is. Maybe it's Brilliant. I think I said that before too. And I have out my It Cosmetics mascara. I did use my little Lovecraft Beauty. Hey, she's still going strong. So, with that being said, and I cut my hair this morning. The girl who usually does my hair is Ashley, and she was supposed to come last week, and she did not, and she let me know the next day that she was very sick, and she pretty much slept that day away. So she'd get with me as soon as she was feeling better, and I haven't heard from her yet, so I'm guessing she does not feel better. So I thought, well, I can't keep doing this, so I'm going to cut it myself. So I did. I may need one of my girls to check out the back, but I'm pretty sure I got it okay. If not, nobody's going to see it when I have my hair down. Okay, so let's hit this palette. I love this palette because it has a lot of shades that, I mean, if you want a little pop of color, it's there. If you want your earth tones, it's there. You want some sparkle and shine, it's there. It's got a mirror. It's a very nice quality palette itself. Trace Loose I Am palette. The I Am palette. So it's a shadow palette on the back. So, but it's very nice. So I do enjoy it. Let's see how. Okay. But I have a doctor's appointment today, but it's a video appointment, a virtual appointment, which I'm thankful for. That has some pigment to it. I'm very thankful for it. That I ain't gotta get myself off to the doctor again tomorrow. I mean today. I did yesterday. So my nurse came this morning. I got my injection this morning. I did it myself with her guidance. The last time the nurse did it, but I figured, you know, they won't be coming forever. So I need to step up my game on that and do it myself and take advantage of the nurse being here to make sure I'm doing it right. And she said I did great. So hopefully it stays that way. Because it's something I have to do every single day. I mean, every single week. Every Tuesday. I do have Amazon coming today because I had ordered a top. It's just a comfy top. Nothing elegant, nothing dressy. For Thanksgiving. Because my daughter had invited me there a while back. And so she will be picking me up for Thanksgiving. So I just want to look nice. How's that? I mean, it's a little bit darker than I would like it to be, but it's not too dark. You know what I mean? Try to get it blended out the best I can. You know me. Blend, blend, blend. Now, this is called Passion. Just a little bit of color. I have on my black t-shirt and gray sweatpants because I'm not going anywhere today. So I figured, why not? I think I'm gonna go make me a sausage, egg, and cheese burrito. It's whole wheat burrito. And I cut up sweet peppers, red, green, yellow. I think there's some orange ones in there too. And I cut them up and saute them up and stick them in there. And I have sausage crumbles in the freezer. I put those in there. And then I put it all on the shell and roll it up, fold it up, and away I go. And then I won't be hungry for the rest of the day. But I have to eat another meal at least, and some fruit, whether I like it or not. You know, whether I'm hungry or not. This is called Unstoppable. That's pretty. I like these greens up here too, and the yellows. That's a pretty blue. I'll show you just a second. Get that on there. Okay. All right. The greens, the pink, the yellows, the blue. I like those too. Definitely. Absolutely. Clean that brush off. I'll go to put it on, use that brush again. I'm going to hit the top a little bit. Get that corner a little bit. I'm going to blend everything too. Get that corner a little bit, and I'm using the, what's this called? Davina. I like that name too, Davina. I've always thought that name was pretty. It sounds like it's strong girl. You know what I mean? Lots of willpower, in control. Whoop! Almost knocked you guys over. Okay, I'm going to hit that Alma. There should be one in here. Has my name on it. But there's not. I gotta start doing my own blood pressure. I mean, I should have been doing it already. I have a blood pressure cuff, an automatic one. And since my blood pressure has been really good, I don't use it. But last week, my blood pressure wasn't so good. And that's the first time in a long time since I started that one medication. Before that, my blood pressure stayed super high, like 204 over 197 or 179. You know what I mean? It was always high. And I take a ton of blood pressure meds. So it was like the doctor kept telling me, there's nothing else I can do. I don't know what to tell you or what to do. And then one day he put me on, it's like Omastartin or something like that. And bam, that was it. My blood pressure was perfect every single time I go. So I don't worry about it. But last week, for the physical therapist, it was high. And that was before anything. And for the nurse, it was good. But then when I stood up, it dipped real low. And I told her, see, this is when I feel very, very dizzy. And sometimes it's extreme. And she said, that's because my blood pressure dips so low when I stand up. And yes, I have fallen from that. But, you know, I did discuss that with my doctor, and he said, I need that medication. So I've got to find a way to deal with it. My way of dealing with it is, okay, when I fall, I'll get myself back up. That's like the best I can do. And hopefully it never comes to that where I can't get myself back up. I mean, a couple times I've had to lay there for a little bit. And that time I passed out in my chair from my blood sugar dipping so low, I was in my chair. So I was safe. Thank God. Put them brushes away. Okay. But yeah, I was in a safe place. It was just, I passed out, and I was blessed by God, because I could see, I hate when that happens. I could have not woken up. I could have went into a diabetic coma or died. My brother has been in several diabetic comas, and the last one, he had a stroke while in the coma, and he died very, very young. I think his son had just, his only son, only child, had just graduated high school and was going off to the Navy, which that's where he is now. He's still in the Navy. He went to college too, in the Navy. When you sign up for armed forces and you do it because you want them to pay for you to go to college, a lot of them, you go to college when you're done or on your time, not theirs. The Navy, that's what he did first. They put him in college first. He was there, he was on base, and he was going to college. So that is great. So you go to the Navy because you're going to get the most out of the Navy. You know, my second dad, he was in the Navy as well. And I believe his twin brother, my uncle Jerry, was in the Navy. I'm not sure, though. I'd have to ask. But then on my mom's side, a lot of them were my uncles. I had uncles in the military. And my daughter Amber was in the Army. But it was very, very short-lived. But it's, you know, I'm not into the armed forces anymore. I would say don't do it. You know, it seems like we're always involved in somebody's war, and I don't want my family going anywhere to war and being put in any danger. For us, for our own country, defend your country. But I don't want them going and defending other countries. I don't want war in other countries, but I think sometimes we have to let them hash it out themselves. You know what I mean? You know, I do that with my kids too sometimes. They got to hash it out themselves. I can't fix everything. And I wish our government saw things that way sometimes. But anyways, I shouldn't talk about politics on here because everybody has their own opinion and everybody's entitled to their own opinion, right? I definitely don't want to talk about presidents. That these days is, wow. I'm trying to make this band a little bit thicker today. Just because. But yeah, you get to talking about presidents with some people, and it's like you lit a bomb and threw it at yourself. Mm-hmm. I have family myself that you don't dare talk about politics, man. Whoo, look out. I think this is their real, it says their real magnet by Benefit Cosmetics. But I think it's pretty much empty. is how it's looking. So I think this can go in the empties. Now, I gave my granddaughter Ariel, and if you're watching this, Ariel, leave a comment below and let everybody know how you like the mascara I gave you. I opened it, I used it, I hated it. And I saw so many comments of people who actually loved it. And they praised about it. I even forgot which one it was, but I did not like it. It was expensive too. But you guys probably remember more than I do. But so Ariel, if you're watching this, leave a comment below and tell everybody how you like the mascara. It was expensive, but I think I got it on sale. I'm going to put this in my empties box down here. Where'd it go? Come out, wherever you are. Oh, it's right there in front of my face. Okay. I got carpeting, so my chair, I got to give it a scoop because, you know, the wheels are on the chair, hit the carpet. My daughter, Takora, bought this chair for me. It's pink. It's a computer chair. It's very comfortable. So she bought it for me for my birthday a few years ago. So, and I've had like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, this is really down to nothing as well. I wish I remembered what that mascara was. I hate it when I don't remember things. But I believe it was really expensive, but they were having a sale at Ulta. And so I bought it thinking I would love it because I looked at all of the reviews and people loved it, but I didn't. But I don't remember what it was, what brand. I gotta put my little nose thing back in. Sometimes I forget because I started taking it off when I do my makeup and then putting it back on when I'm done. And sometimes I forget, but I don't want to get makeup in it. You know what I mean? And I want to get another hole up a little higher because I would like to put a ring in it. But the ring always hangs down because the woman who pierced my nose pierced it down too far. She should have went up a little bit more because none of the rings ever fit. I have wire cutters, so I have to get thin ones and I have to cut them down myself. So I'd rather just have a little stone in here and then a hoop up here. I think that would be great. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I have a bleeding disorder, so when I get piercings, they always freak out because there's a lot of blood and they think they did something and they did not. It's funny, but it's not funny, you know? But I mean, I just got to deal with it. The lady who did my first piercing. I think it was in like 2011 or 2012, somewhere around there. 2012, I think. And she did it, and she freaked out because there was blood going, just coming and coming and coming, and she was like, oh my God, I've never had this happen. Well, it ended up she also had hepatitis, but she didn't tell anybody. You know, I mean, she should tell customers beforehand and let them decide for themselves. I mean, how are you going to get anything from her? You know what I mean? But still, some people freak out over it. So it's better to just tell them. But they ended up shutting her down. But she had the hepatitis that you can't get rid of. So, I mean, they shut her down. She did tattoos too, and they shut her down. Everything. Can't do anything. So, now I've gotten tattoos through Madtown Inc. in Madison, because that's what they call Madison, Madtown. And everything that they use on you is not only sterilized, and it's packaged, and when they open that seal, it's never been used before, and they use it and they dispose of it. Every customer gets a brand new sterilized whatever they need to use. So that's good. They do a really good job. They're a little expensive though. You know what I mean? Like this here, just my nickname, $60. I was like, but I appreciated that they did, you know, a good job, and it was very sterile. So I guess in that case, you get what you pay for. I'm going to have to call them because they did my eyebrow piercing too. I'm going to have to call them and see what they charge now for nose piercings, and have my daughter take me on a weekend if possible. She'll be like, Mom, I have piercings here, which closed up, but I have open piercings up here too, and I have a piercing here, which I think closed up, I'm not sure. But and then up here too. These I know are open because I do put earrings up there sometimes, but I'm allergic to anything that's fake. So, like these are white gold, and so are these. They're real diamonds, but they're white gold. I prefer the silver look, so they have to be white gold if that's what I want. It's the same thing with like bracelets and stuff like that. I mean, it'll be on me 5 minutes and it's already all tarnished and turning green and everything. So, and I'm getting a rash and it's hurting and swelling up. So it's the same thing with my ears. There's no sense in it. Don't even try. Now this I couldn't get closed this morning, so I figured I'll work on it after I do my video, you know? So the other one is closed, but I was talking to my daughter this morning a lot, and the nurse came, so I just didn't have time to fiddle with it, try to get my ponytail out without pulling my hair all over the place. See, my hair does fall out a lot, but it also grows back a lot. You know what I mean? My hair is very thick. And that's why I keep it shaved underneath to help with that, because it gets very hot under all this hair. I used to keep my hair short, short, short. Like you saw the sides, I kept my hair short on the sides. And the top, I used a number 2 with the hair clippers. And, you know, I would get a lot of people women who would hit on me thinking I was gay. And I would have to tell them back then I was married. I'm married to a man. I'll sit and shoot the shit with you or whatever, but my interest is in, you know, guys and my husband preferably. But yeah, so, and this was long, like the rest of my hair. But then my daughter suggested, my oldest daughter suggested that, you know, we shave it and it would be more comfortable. And so that's what I started doing, and I've been doing it ever since. But yeah. They say if you brush your hair 100 strokes a day, it helps it grow. My arms can't do 100 strokes. But it don't have no problem growing either. As you can see, my hair has gotten very long. Some people are like, is that you? Because they haven't seen me in years. I'm like, yeah. Or other people say, you got on a wig? Nope. This is my mess. It gets frizzy and fluffy with the humidity, and I try to keep it in a ponytail when it's like that outside. Especially when I have somewhere to go. You know what I mean? I do not want to feel like that. And I don't want to look like that. But in the summer, it's hard. I do use, you know, different products to try to keep it from getting frizzy when I'm out. And there's a pair of earrings I need to put away. I'm wiping off my vanity here. Well, vanities. So that when I put my arms down, I'm not putting it in makeup. A woman's work is never done, right? So what's everybody doing for Thanksgiving? I'm going to my daughter's house. And I am baking 2 apple pies. She's supposed to buy the apples. And I'm making a banana cream pie. And I'm making a peanut butter pie. I might make peanut butter fudge, but it's going to be sugar-free. The pies, no. If I had the money, I'd make an extra apple pie that was sugar-free. But it's not going to kill me to have a little slice of my pie. You know what I mean? I mean, if I'm going to sit there and peel over 40 apples for 2 pies, then, and make them and bake them and everything else, then I'm going to eat a piece on Thanksgiving. I was going to make a pumpkin pie and a sweet potato pie, but I figure I always make that. So let's go different. Of course, I have to do the apple pies. Otherwise, they'd probably not let me in the door. Because, I mean, they love my apple pie. And they requested it. So, they'll get their apple pie. But, you know, I figured the heck with the sweet potato pie and the pumpkin pie. I'm going to make banana cream pie and peanut butter pie. Because I've made that many times and taken it to my oldest daughter's house. And they loved it. Both of them, you know. I think I'm going to make a cherry pie too, because my granddaughter Ariel likes cherry pies. Cherry pie, blueberry pie, you know, stuff like that. So I've got some baking to do, and maybe Ariel will come help me, or maybe Takora will help me. She's not a baker. She doesn't like doing cookies and cakes and stuff like that, but she loves to cook. You know, the other day she made her own lemon pepper wings, and she's always made them, and they're always good. She used to use baking soda, and I would eat them, and my lips would be like, they really puckered up really bad, and my mouth dried out really bad. So when she makes them and I'm eating some, she makes them without the baking soda. So, but they're very, very good. Very good. And I did ask her to make sausage stuffing this year, because she made it years ago because I mentioned it, and it was her first time ever making it. And guys, that was the shit. I mean, that was the best stuffing I've had in my entire life. And that's no lie. I mean, I love my mother's stuffing and my grandmother's stuffing. I love it. But that sausage stuffing, there was no beating that. That was absolutely 5-star stuffing. No doubt. So she said she's going to make it this year. So I'm happy. You know, we've always made cornbread dressing, and it was my ex-mother-in-law's recipe. And it's good sometimes, but I don't really care for it. But so I was happy that she's making the sausage stuffing. So I'm very excited about that. I'll be bringing home a lot of sausage stuffing if there's any left, because, you know, I'm not the only one invited. So, and I'm not sure what else she's making, but I know for Christmas she's doing a seafood boil. So that, me, not so much. Well, not at all. I don't like it. I know I'm welcome to come. I'll do, you know, a little Christmas with them, but the seafood boil, I'm gonna skip that one. I don't even like the smell of it. I made popcorn last night, and there's like this buttery topping that you can put on it. I only put a tiny bit, and I shook it up real good. And when I started eating it, it's the Orville Redenbacher. And I made home, you know, I did popcorn through the air popper. And it tasted fishy. So the heck with that. I'm done with that. I was just trying to put a little flavor on the popcorn, but not like that. So I'm done with that. I'll give it to my daughter. But yeah, so what's everybody doing? I told you what I'm doing. Now I want to hear what you're doing for Thanksgiving. Sometimes I just like to stay home and relax, you know, and that be that. But, you know, I do enjoy being around my family and my grandchildren. So I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving. But anyways, you guys have a wonderful day. I've got to go. I've taken up enough of your time, and I need to eat something so my sugar don't drop. But you guys have a beautiful Tuesday, and take care, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Don't forget, thumbs up.